All right, so even though it's only a neutral luck day, we're getting a lot of gems, ores, all that kind of stuff. So, you can only imagine what it would be like if it was a good luck or great luck day. We're also progressing pretty quickly through the mines here. We're on level 8, it's only 2 o'clock p.m., so we're definitely going to make it at least to level 10 with plenty of energy left over. Maybe to do some foraging, saying hello to some people, and chopping down trees, rocks, all that stuff back at the homestead at Wonderland Farm. Got an earth crystal that is great to hang on to because it is used in the community center. All right, get rid of that bug. We're not going to worry about the bug meat. Like I said, we'll be able to get plenty of it later on. But we do want to get all these ores, and I think all the monsters are dead now, so we should find a ladder down relatively soon. Sometimes this can be one of the most frustrating things about the game, is basically just wandering around aimlessly hitting rocks until we finally get a ladder to get us to our next level. But that didn't take too long, and now we are on our way down. All right, look here. Look at all of these copper ores. It's plenty. Really has made this trip worthwhile for the day regardless. It's also going to be helpful because we'll level up our mining skill, all that kind of stuff, our attack skill, and be able to go forward making some more progress. So make sure you walk back, pick up all those little ores that drop, keep an eye out for them because as of right now, your radius for magnetism is not all that high, but you are able to, all right, see, we are getting exhausted, so eat a field snack. Make sure you don't decide, oh, I'm just going to finish with this rock or this ore or whatever. You will end up passed out. Someone will rescue from the mine. They will take your money, and you will feel like garbage the next day. It's basically like, those days where you are out drinking with your friends until 3 in the morning, and you wake up in your bed, have no idea how you got there, but your wallet is like $500 later, and you remember maybe ordering a round of shots for the entire bar. So hopefully you have friends that get you home like they do in Stardew Valley, but it is not the best decision to make. All right, so we made it to level 10. We got those boots, had to throw out something in order to do that, but they're going to be helpful going forward because they boost both your, I think just your immunity for now, but you can put them in your slot here over under your little character head. It will give you places that you can put items on, including a hat, which you can buy from the mouse hat, or the mouse who sells them in Cindersap Forest, as well as rings, 2 ring slots, and boot slots. So anything you get for free in the mines as you're exploring down, I recommend just put it on then and there because it's going to be helpful for you going forward. You're going to basically make a lot more progress just having those little items on. Certain things will be helpful too, like the magnetism ring. Those are great because you don't have to constantly double back to go get all the stuff that you've been harvesting or all of the ores that you've been getting, and other rings, like there's a glow light ring that's also really helpful. All right, so let's wander around, maybe do a little foraging. We went up from the top of our farm to the north before, so maybe take a different way home. We're into the yellowy orange part of our energy, but we have a couple extra field snacks, so even if we start getting tired, it's not the end of the world. All right, nothing up there. Sometimes there's a little bit of either those wiggly worms or whatever hanging around in front of Robin's house. All right, so we're headed down. This is where the community center is. Down this way. I'm going to save up and not worry about donating that earth crystal yet. I don't know that the room that we need to donate in is open at this point, and it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense to bother trying just because, all right, leave that clay. Got another copper ore at least. There's Shane. We've talked to him before. Like I said, he is my favorite surly drunk in the town. Has some substance abuse issues, but even though he's really rude to you up front, eventually he becomes a good friend. And we'll walk you through all of that going forward in year 1. Hopefully by the end of year 1, you'll see what I'm talking about. There's a dandelion there, but since our slots are all filled up, we're not going to worry about grabbing it for now. It's not worth a ton of money regardless. All right, so store the stuff we need, which includes that geode, the earth crystal, copper ore, some of this quartz. I think, yeah, we have some. That also goes into one of the bundles. We're going to need the stone. We can sell some quartz, though. We can sell all of those amethysts, even though Abigail absolutely loves them. They match her hair. We don't really need them for now. We'll worry about giving people gifts after the 13th of the month once we've gotten all those strawberries, so we can make some money and set ourselves up to do really well in the coming seasons. All right, built that furnace that Clint gave us the blueprint for. And now at this point, we can go sell the stuff we need to sell, which includes the amethyst, the white algae, those quartz. It's not going to be a bonanza of money today, but we hopefully will have leveled up either our farming or our mining because we did a little bit of both. And we're also going to wander around and chop some wood, basically to get a stockpile together. So once we have purchased those strawberry seeds and start rolling in the dough a little bit more, we can go up to Robin's carpenter shop and have her build us either a coop or a barn, depending on what resources we have and how we want to play this. In order to get everything together we need for the community center bundles. I usually start with a coop. I'll show you the best way to get the chickens together so you make sure you have the right eggs. There's a little, not quite a secret, but something you definitely need to be aware of as you're doing that. But in the meantime, we'll just keep clearing space around our farm because as we go forward, we're going to be able to have a lot more space in order to do farming because our energy is going to be up higher and we're going to be able to afford a lot more seeds than we can right now. So we're still just saving our basic stuff here. We already got one copper bar, so throw another one in there basically until we run out of all of our copper ores. Like I said, we're not going to sell those, we're not going to sell our ores, and we're not going to sell our poles because those are things that we're going to need in order to upgrade our tools, which we are going to want to do pretty much as fast as possible. After the strawberry purchase that we're going to make at the Egg Festival, we're going to try and get either a coop or a barn, maybe both if we're lucky enough, and we're going to start upgrading all of our tools because we want to get to at least a steel axe by summer. And I'll explain the reasons for that in our upcoming videos. But it is going to make it so you can actually complete the community center given a little bit of luck in the first year. I've done it before. It's not easy to do, but you certainly can do it. And in order to do that, you're going to need to be able to chop down hardwood like these big stumps over here that you see in order to get to a more selected area of the map here. All right, it's only 8:20 p.m. We managed to do a ton of mining. We are now clearing as many trees as possible, and I think at the end of the day, fingers crossed, we're going to level up at least one skill. The more we do that early on, just by doing kind of this grunt work, that, you know, it might not be the most fun to play, but it's super helpful, and you start to get the knack for doing it. You know exactly how many chops it's going to take for a tree. You start getting all your stuff together so you can just really quickly craft what you need to craft, and you see basically how your time management is going to improve going forward in the game, and hopefully these are the tips that I'm showing you. You're going to be able to sort of know how you can spend your day without passing out. Which will, like I said before, cost you time, energy, and money the next day, and you'll be able to get the most of the resources that you have and that you need. You're going to need wood, stone all the time, and so, you know, wandering around your farm, you can get all those things. You can get them to craft field snacks so you can do more of the same the next evening. And then as you're going forward, at that point, you're going to be able to have enough money to have the ability to walk around and give people gifts and do all that kind of fun stuff. All right, so get this last copper bar here, throw another copper bar in there, and organize our stuff for tomorrow. Let's see, we can, like I've shown you before, get the right number of pine cones, acorns, and maple seeds, and craft some field snacks, then save the rest because you can walk around and get more of what you need the next day. And as you do that, basically at this point, there's not a whole lot left to do for the day. But hopefully you enjoyed our day 9 of the Stardew Valley walkthrough from Alice in Walkthrough Land. We're getting really close to the Egg Festival, and we are setting ourselves up really, really nicely in order to make the most money for the spring, as well as saving everything we need to save for the community center and making our way into a really successful first year. So everyone have a great day, and hope you check by for our next video.